Hello there, friends and fellow language gamers. We're back here with another video to talk about the deeper strategy behind this language learning card game called Heading into Language Land. And I really hope that these videos that I'm making in this playlist can help you get more value and more enjoyment from the game. In today's video, we're going to talk about the Explorer and Vision card types. So there are three cards in particular that come with this edition of the game. This is the first edition of the game and currently the only edition of the game. I am working on the second edition, but you will note that the character cards Metamet and Wrinkleroot have the Explorer type written under their name, Explorer. And that functions in the same way as the card type Vision, which is on the Shen foil card. So Vision, sorry, it's a little hard to see, especially because this is a foil, but it looks really cool, doesn't it? The Vision and Explorer types function in exactly the same way, and that's what we're going to look at in today's video. So these card types have a really useful and simple rule attached to them, and that is that you can look at one space before you decide where you want to move. So in this game, what usually happens is you have to decide where you want to move as the first step of your turn, and you have to make that decision, and then you can only try to go there. So these card types will let you look at more places before you make that decision, so you have more options and you can be more strategic. So let's imagine that I didn't have the Explorer cards first of all. I would have to look at this board and decide where I want to go. I could potentially battle this other player. Let's imagine he's kind of in a strong position and he's got a strong team. I could choose to try to fight against him, but I'm feeling like he's probably going to win. I might want to avoid him. I could move to this location and I could look at the topics there and decide if I think I could handle those topics and move into there. Or I could take a random chance on these three cards. So I could move potentially to there, there, or there. But the point is, I would have to choose one of those things and then attempt to make the move. Now, if I have, let's say that I have one Explorer on my team, such as Metamet. Let's imagine that I just had the one character card Metamet. Well, then I could flip over any one space on the whole board. Now, it probably would be most advantageous, most helpful to me if I would look from the cards that I could potentially move to. It wouldn't really make sense. It could in some situations, but generally speaking, it wouldn't make sense for me to look at a card that is so far away because I couldn't even go to there. So it would make the most sense for me to look at only cards that I could actually move to if I succeed. So let me take a peek at this card here. I find that it's an enemy card. Hey, by the way, I forgot to mention something. When you're playing with the real cards in this way, and you use this function, the Explorer or Vision functions, only you need to look at this card. You can keep it a secret from the other players. Now, in the virtual version of this game, that's not an option. Any cards you flip over, the others are going to see, so that's a little bit unfortunate. But if you're playing with the real cards, you're going to be able to gather more information this way without letting the others know. So you are the Explorer, you are the one with Vision, only you need to see these cards. If you really want the others to see, then you can share with them, you can show them, but it's truly up to you. So you can keep it a secret until you finally decide. But I would flip this over and find out, okay, it's an enemy card, the Troll. So in this case, if I just had the one character Metamet, now I'm deciding between, okay, do I want to move to this location, fight this enemy, battle this person, or take a random chance on one of these spaces? So now I'm thinking, okay, where do I want to go? Which now I can make a new choice based on these options here. Now, let's imagine that I had an additional Explorer or even Shen as well. If I had all three of these guys, then at the top of every turn, I can take a peek at 3 cards. So I could look at all of these cards around me secretly before deciding where I actually want to go. And again, these could all be a secret from the others, so I could look at each of these cards, secretly, and the others don't know what they are before I decide. So I look at all these cards and I make my final decision. What decision you make is going to be up to you. Do you want to try to get an ally onto your team? Do you want to try to pick up a weapon? And with another person nearby, you might be thinking about what are they going to do next? Are they going to try to attack me? Well, then maybe I would want to try to get this weapon, this pickup, so that I would be in a stronger position, and maybe they wouldn't want to attack me if I have this weapon. This weapon is called the Earthshaker, and it says pass one of Earthshaker's categories and you may roll a dice. On a 4 or higher, choose an adjacent space and deal all players their 1 LP damage. So if I roll the dice and talk about a topic here successfully, this weapon I'm going to be able to pick it up, so it becomes a part of my team. I replace the space, I move to here, and then I can deal 1 LP damage to that player. So he's going to become a little bit weaker. I'm a little bit stronger now because I have an additional card on my team. So probably he's not going to want to attack me on my next turn. So among all the choices, that would be a pretty good one to make. Obviously, if you have a pickup and you want to gain more LP, you might want to move to Word's Way and trade it in. So that would be another choice you can make. But the point is, having the Explorer cards or cards with vision on your team let you see more cards that are out there before you make your decision. So they can be an excellent card to have on your team. Okay, I hope this video can help you out. If you have any questions about the Explorer or Vision card types, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.